Hey there, we're Book Talk for Book Talk with Jack and Amy, your book besties who take the novels you love seriously.
This is Jack.
And I'm Amy.
And together we mix smart analysis with fandom fun. So let's get into it.
This is our Breadcrumbs and Broomsticks episode, where we read your thoughts and interpretations, as well as discuss Breadcrumbs from chapters 17 through 24 of Sarah J. Maas's A Sport of Silver Flames.
But before we dive in, don't forget Spilt. Spoilers, perspective, interpretation, language, themes.
If you would like more information, please go back and listen to the start of yesterday's episode. And if you want to submit your thoughts for our Breadcrumbs and Broomsticks episodes in the future, make sure to follow us on Instagram, where we collect listener submission.
This might be the most special episode we've ever done.
Because we're doing it in person.
We're reunited, guys! We've been separated by technology and distance.
But is also maybe the first video episode we're recording in person that we plan to put out into the world.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrifying.
We have like a whole season of video episodes that you'll never see.
It's trashed.
So you're just going to see a video of us staring at our phones the whole time.
Honestly, we're going to be staring at anywhere else other than the camera because the light to the camera hurts so much that I will not be looking at it. I'm probably going to be looking at you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look at me. Why did you not sound excited? Fuck you. I even had a song lined up for us. Wait, it's the Glee version.
I was going to say, I always think of Glee when I listen to this.
Yeah. You know, it's really concerning he was singing about an actual high schooler, like the character.
Yeah.
And he's like, you better run, girl. You're a much too young girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're here in person with each other. Never should have. Oh my God, I get to hit you.
I will say nothing smart.
Don't be smart. Not today's.
All right. Starting with Breadcrumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do the honors?
We need to also keep warning people. The reason why we're in person is because we are currently recording this at RomanticyCon in downtown LA. And if you hear background noises, if the audio is a little funky, if there's like a rumbling in the background that won't go away, we're recording this in a hotel and we've tried our best.
Yeah. I mean, you can blame my life for going topsy-turvy because we tried multiple times this week.
Oh, that
to
is
record.
Fair. No, we should blame her. No, it was. We always wanted to record at least one episode.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that we're now going to be recording like 4.
No, not 4.
3.
2. Maybe
1.
3.
Action. So in chapter 17, Nesta thinks about descending the 10,000 steps from the House of Wind. Quote, she didn't know what she'd do at the bottom. Find a tavern or a pleasure hall and drink herself stupid, she supposed. If she'd made it, she'd deserve it. She told herself with each step. She'll do the exact opposite. What are you talking about?
So she thinks about, if I make it down these steps, I'm going to go to a tavern. But the one time she actually makes it down the steps, she's so pissed, she goes straight to Amren's place.
Oh, I forgot that that's what she does, is go to Amren's place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. She does the exact opposite.
Still in chapter 17, the reunion between Nesta and Elain is not going well. Quote, Elain crossed her arms and said calmly, sadly, Feyre warned me this might happen. The words struck Nesta like a slap. They'd spoken of her behavior, her attitude. Elain and Feyre, that was the new status of things, the bond Elain had chosen. This is a clue that Nesta will get mad when she learns how Cassian has also talked about her with the others.
Such a bitch thing to say. Here's the thing. It's okay that your friends will talk. They're not talking shit. They're just talking. Except right now they're talking shit. But
but if they're like, you know what? Nesta's really sad. Yeah, she is really sad.
Like should we do something about it? Should we take care of her? But to say things like this of like, Feyre warned me that you'd be like, it's like, that's a bitch thing to do. You did that on purpose.
I was just about to say, this goes back to what you were saying during the analysis episode of Elain manipulates information.
She's a dumb hoe.
She's innocent until proven guilty.
She's manipulative. The thing is, I call her a dumb hoe, and that's not very feminist of me. What I mean is that she's a conniving bitch.
Because that's more feminist.
I'm going to be calling her smart. Chapter 18, Nesta leans against the wall as she takes a break from climbing down the 10,000 steps. Quote, she could have sworn a heartbeat thumped within the stone, as surely as if it beat within a chest beneath her ear. It was her own pounding blood, she told herself, even as she clung to the wall. Her heartbeat equals the house because she's connected to the house. She is the house. The heartbeat is her house. What is it earlier? You're like, bar?
Bar? Read.
Read.
Read at the bar.
Bar read.
Bar.
Bar.
Still in chapter 18, Nesta shows another instance of using the bargain against Cassian in a petty way. Quote, I don't feel like sparring with you, she said flatly, too drained to be angry. She knew she could call in their bargain to order him to fly her down to the city, but she didn't possess the energy to even bother. But she'll order him to fly away later.
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't really give a breadcrumb. You just said the quote.
I choose to believe it used to be there. And maybe it got deleted.
Just like your sanity and our sanity.
I've never had any sanity.
Those was the lies. The internet's spreading lies. What also doesn't help is that this is 9:30. And remember when we said earlier this week that we never record episodes this late?
Yeah.
It's now later than when we recorded that episode.
I know.
And it was really hard setting up, guys. So then we went downstairs to have a drink and now we're here. They need to know the truth.
Here we are.
They need to know.
It took us an hour to set up to get the technology to work.
I didn't powder my face.
And then it took us an hour to get a drink.
And we're both sitting in our clothes. And normally we do this naked.
Normally we do it naked when we're together because there's no camera.
It's not true, guys. We have to like fight the allegations that we record naked together. Also, when the bellhop was helping us drop things off, it took everything in me not to be like, oh, the couch is a perfect place for us to record our dirty naked podcast. That'll be the second podcast I do. Chapter 19. After Cassian and Nesta have their hot makeout session, calm your shit. You gotta calm. I'm just happy I'm not the first one to do this.
You wanted me to have another tequila.
No, I didn't. You wanted you to have another tequila.
You said it deserved it.
I'm just making you feel better. You had a hard week.
I've had a hard month. Okay.
So they made out, right? And then Cassian recalls the moment, quote, the moment she had kissed him in the hall, he'd lost all semblance of sanity. He turned into something just short of an animal, licking and biting her neck, unable to think clearly beyond the base instincts to claim. It's because he's a mate. He's a man-mate. He's a man-made mate.
That's not the note I read.
You're right. The note is mate.
Matey mate.
Matey mate. Yeah, you did have 3 mates. This is why we don't record together anymore. Also because we don't have the space. Because we don't get enough money.
Okay, chapter 20. At the river estate, Nesta sees Ramiel for the first time in a painting. Quote, snow and pines crusted the smaller peaks around it, but this strange bald mountain. Only a black stone jutted from its top. A monolith, Nesta realized, stepping closer. A bald mountain, like under the mountain and prison, because of the Valg? Didn't we discuss that? Didn't I discuss that last week's Breadcrumbs?
Yeah, probably.
Also, the black stone monolith, a portal like in Crescent City.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Still in whatever chapter we're reading from.
20.
That one. Talking about the Dread Trove, quote, at the time, some claimed there were 4, or that the 4th had been unmade. But today's legends only tell of 3. It's because the horn is in Earth and Blood, the house of Crescent City World. Still in chapter 20, talking about the Dread Trove, Amren says, made objects back then tended to gain their own self-awareness and desires. It was not a good thing. Amren's face clouded with memory, and a chill whispered over Nesta's spine, setting up for how the harp will be an evil little bitch. No, the harp is chill, right? No,
she's like, let's cause chaos together. Pluck my strings.
The harp sapphic?
Because kind of,
actually. Yeah. Pluck my strings. Somebody write that fanfic. When talking about Lanthus and how he's a Death Lord, quote, she ignored the thing that writhed within her in answer and confirmation, a cold fire licking up her spine. It's because she's a Death Lord too, and her power is like, oh my god, samesies, twins, I also want to kill things. It's her power calling.
In chapter 20, Amren says, quote, they were made in a time when wild magic still roamed the earth and the Fae were not masters of all, aka the Asteri were masters of all.
Yep. Chapter 21, while Nesta yells at Elain, quote, no one spoke through shadows gathered in the corner of the... Oh, that's not how she yelled it. That's just the thing. Sorry, that's my bad. She was like, what kind of fuck is she yelling? What kind of fuck? Okay, let me redo that. While Nesta is yelling at Elain, this is happening in the background. Quote, no one spoke, though shadows gathered in the corner of the room like snakes preparing to strike. And then everyone's like shocked that Azriel likes Elain. It's one of those little clues. It's just a breadcrumb, some might say.
Still in chapter 21, when talking about the pregnancy, Feyre says, quote, winnowing is fine, but some other powers, when we're still so early in the pregnancy, could strain my body dangerously. Reese's hand tightened on her shoulder. Because Reese knows she's gonna die.
I mean, if she had just like transformed into a bat person again, she'd be fine. Or I guess she only knew how to manipulate the wings and not her uterus.
I guess
and
so.
Hips, I guess.
I don't know.
I feel like that's one of those things, like, just try it early.
Yeah, it's early enough.
That it's safer. I don't know. I'm not good with science in general, though Fae science isn't great.
Nope.
In chapter 22, thinking about whether Feyre and Reese's first child will be a High Lord, quote, the magic sometimes took a while to decide and often jumped around the birth order completely. Sometimes it found a cousin instead. Sometimes it abandoned the bloodline entirely. Nothing concrete, but this just feels like an impending nudge to hold on to. More of like...
nugget. Important nugget.
No.
Impending nudge.
No.
An important nugget to hold on to.
It's an impending nudge, which honestly can still make sense.
Yeah, it does. It does, actually.
It's like this.
I'll give it to you. I already feel it.
It's an impending nudge. You don't know because it's impending now. It was now.
Still in chapter 22. This is why we don't record in person anymore.
We were better in person. You just hate us. No, I'm joking. We hate. I was joking. You love us. Although you say we're stupid all the time. The thing is, we tried to record in person and we just couldn't figure it out. / there is no room.
And as you can see from this video, there's no great angle either.
No. And that's also the main thing that really destroyed it.
Yeah. Still in chapter 22, Cassian notices a change in Azriel. Quote, distant words, ones that prevented Cassian from prying further. He was still happy to be Mor's buffer with Azriel, but there'd been a change lately in both of them. Mor no longer sat beside Cassian, draped herself over him, and Azriel, those longing glances toward her had become few and far between, as if he'd given up. After 500 years, he'd somehow given up. Cassian couldn't think why.
Oh my
God.
God.
Because he's a dummy.
He's so dumb. Like, he's so emotionally intelligent and such a himbo.
Such a himbo.
He's crunk.
He is, but in a cute way.
Squeakerson.
But it also is good setup for the secret chapter.
Yeah. God, we should do a special, we can't figure out what a mini episode is, or not, like the Breadcrumbs and Broomsticks. We should just dedicate to the secret chapter.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Which falls in the timeline because Azriel's such a fuckboy. So Cassian thinks about how he wants kids, but he'd never tried to have them because, quote, no female had ever come along who tempted him enough to fight for that future. He supposed, deep down, that was what he was holding out for, the mating bond. What he'd seen between Feyre and Reese, because that is what Nesta and he are, although Lord help their child. Cauldron help.
Yeah. Honestly, he's going to be a girl dad.
Yeah.
And those girls are going to be just like their mother.
Oh my God. He'll love every second of it.
Yeah. All right. Last one in chapter 22. Nesta thinks about her orgasm. Is that what this is? Quote, like the world could be remade in the force of what had erupted from her.
Hi, that's not my note.
Oh, that is my note. Not sure if this is a breadcrumb, but I highlighted it as if it was. Does it speak to her power? Her orgasm is like the cauldron creating life.
Okay, sure.
Because it's also later in the book when the mating bond happens.
Yeah.
there's also something about like life being created.
Do you think she could make his penis sentient?
I think it already is.
But like, what if it could talk? What if it had like, the slit? It's like
No,
little
please
mouth.
stop.
Pew, 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 pew,
Stop.
pew, 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 pew. Ow.
I'm lesbian for a reason. Please stop.
I forgot the hitting is a two-way street. I'm here too. I'm also here. Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
I was like, I talked a lot. In chapter 23, Cassian, remembering the final battle in the war with Hybern, quote, only Nesta had saved him, and she had screamed his name to get him out of the cauldron's range. And when he looked at her face, he understood something that the past year and a half shredded apart and turned cold. That they're mates, and she turned cold their mating bond.
So rude.
Very.
I don't know where this one came from, this context. Quote, some small, quiet part of his brain whispered otherwise. He ignored it, had ignored it for a long time now. SGM says mate. I don't remember when that happened,
I don't
though.
know who wrote that one.
That was not me.
I don't think it was me either. I think it was me. This is not a breadcrumb, but a hope, a dream, and a wish. Oh, this is me.
This is definitely you.
Quote, Az had a vicious competitive streak. It wasn't boastful and arrogant the way Cassian knew he himself was prone to, or possessive and terrifying like Amren. No, it was quiet and cruel and utterly lethal. I'm going to say Quinn is competitive too. I think their energies match and vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, that's why I started it with a hope, a dream, a wish.
Yeah. No, I got that. And our last breadcrumb in chapter 24, when Cassian sees Nesta training in the library, he, quote, swallowed, because there she was, a glimpse of that person he'd known before the war with Hybern had ended, a glimmer of her like a mirage. Like if he looked at it too long, she'd slip away and vanish. His mate.
Do you think Asteri trying to tell us something?
Maybe Nesta's a fart.
A fart?
Yeah.
A fart? F-A-R-T?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if he pays attention too long, maybe she'll just slip out.
Get out. You don't get to sleep here anymore.
What if I laugh too hard at fart?
What? Did you just fart?
No. I said, what if you make me laugh too hard and I fart?
We can't be friends anymore. Our friendship would have ended a long time mutually. A long time ago. If you guys haven't accidentally farted in front of your best friend because you're laughing too hard, you're not actually friends or you're not funny. One of the two.
I was having a sincere, heartfelt conversation with my fiance on the couch.
This week?
Yes. And I went like this to like get closer to her and it just slipped out of me. And I was like, well, that's romantic.
There's always a moment when I start dating someone and I'll tell the guy, like, they'll be like, I'll like twist my feet on the floor and I'll be like, that wasn't a fart. And they're like, okay. I'm like, no, I need you to know. I'll be so honest with you.
When it does happen, you'll know.
Like, to the point, you know what? Things on camera don't need to be said. Sometimes some things don't need to be said on camera.
That's right.
And there's something about all these lights coming at me that makes it feel less safe. I'm starting to realize I can hold back. That's actually good for me.
That's growth, guys.
It's temporary. Okay. So we asked listeners, what's your favorite breadcrumb? And I'm going to read some to you. Miss Northcutt says, oh my God, it's my time to shine. When Cassian says, warms the entire room, pulling Nesta out of a trance. I need more context. I believe in you.
It's when she's scrying for the cauldron. Not the cauldron, sorry. She's scrying for one of the Dread Trove. And she goes cold. And he's the only thing that can basically like warm her body again.
Okay. I'm going to actually read some of the DMs. That's what I'm going to do. Kaylee says, the horn from Crescent City being a hidden part of the Dread Trove.
Whoop, whoop.
That was a really good one that I enjoyed thoroughly.
Yeah.
Like when you realize what it was, when everyone started kind of being like, oh my God, it's all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing made me feel more alive than reading that last chapter in Earth and Blood or
Sky and Breath.
Sky and Breath. When Bryce goes to Prithian.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You didn't read Crescent City except for one person. an Instagram video you saw, and the person said, I refuse to read it. And then I read the last sentence and I said, fuck, I have to read this now.
Yeah, it was her friend told her the last 4 words of the book of Sky and Breath. And she's like, yep, now I have to read the entire series.
Did you know what those last 4 words going into it were?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Not the same experience, but still a good one.
Not the same experience. But what it was for me was like excited to find out how.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm okay with spoilers, because I'm always like, but I want to know how it happens.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate because I've been in the SJM world for so long that like I just keep finding out as it's happening, and I'm just like, I don't understand what it feels like to have room and context. It's been so long.
It's fair.
Okay, this is from Kendra. I sent it to you guys before, but Nesta mentions there's a figure of a woman holding the moon above her head between her hands, sitting in her room, just like Amy's doing. That's exactly how the embrace is described over and over in Crescent City.
I noticed that when I was listening to the second half of graphic audio version this time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same description as, I forget what the god names are in Crescent City.
No, we don't need to remember those.
But it's the same description as basically the necklace that Bryce's mom wears.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like the sun
soul,
between like the mountains that are like breasts, essentially. But it's like a woman holding,
Oh my God. Good job, guys. Kendra continues to say, also, Reese seen a red star shoot across the sky one night, and it rattled even him. That's Elain falling through the worlds. The timing is exactly right. So a breadcrumb that Reese is the Maasverse's biggest liar and knows about world walking and never told anyone, which I'm sure will be a theme in ACOTAR 6 Crescent City 3. I will say this was all theory for him, like the whole world walking. Like he didn't know for sure.
Right. I mean, he obviously suspected it because the first thing we see in his study is an orrery.
Yeah, but he's told people that. Like, I'm just saying, because she was saying that here I am defending a man. I'm sorry. But like, it's a fake one.
I just don't remember this reference to him seeing a red shooting star.
So the red shooting star is a bonus chapter, but there's a red star that,
got it.
When we get it, you'll know.
The only bonus chapter out of this entire series that I've read is the Azriel one.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's the only one.
It's because he smells that she's horny.
Yes.
And he's like,
that, and he's like, I want to be on my knees.
And you're like, okay,
get on your knees, sir.
No one's stopping you except for Reese.
God damn him. We could have had a great eating out scene.
It's more to come, hopefully. Kendra continues, and finally, the unexplained breadcrumbs of the Illyrians never thinking to explore beneath their mountain. But the Daglan, I'm like, were you going to hit me?
No.
But the Daglan fighting like crazy to just touch the magic stone on top. Clearly, there's more to Ramiel than be revealed.
That's what I was saying last week.
Yep. It's going to be that good stuff. This is from Raluca. That's how I'm going to say it. I am sorry. Hi, ladies. I saw your story earlier about our favorite ACOSF breadcrumb, and I want to reply, but was in class, then forgot about it until now. Hope a DM is okay, and that I'm not too late with my reply. So my favorite Silver Flames breadcrumb is my headcanon that the cat-like presence Gwen and Nesta encounter in the library is the one and only cat daddy, aka Adius. Can't wait for Silver Flame season. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. Can't promise it's awesome, but we're keeping it up.
Which is what you said last
That's
week.
what I said. I mean, look, none of this is my original thoughts. This is all entirely the internet that I'm just reading from them. Okay, so more on these. Let's see. CJ says, I can't remember specifics, but just the mask and its relation to Crescent City 3. I mean, all of the Dread Trove.
Yep.
Charlie, that maybe we'll get world walking in future books with the harp.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the harp really explains the whole time situation.
Yeah.
Because I'm still mad about it that Elain fell through time and space. I want them stacked up on each other. Like in Stranger Things. I finally finished the 5th season.
The last one?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the last one.
Okay. You already know upside down is on top of the other
Yeah.
one. So nothing. Don't worry.
Okay.
If you've watched Stranger Things, we know the upside down
Yeah.
in the other one. But like, I just like to imagine that it's all stacked and now time's involved. And I don't appreciate that.
Well, I think it's stacked and time is involved.
Yeah, I don't like that time's involved because that means Elain isn't in their time. Elain's in the past.
Yeah, but Harp don't care.
Harp don't give a fuck. Harp says, "You're in my time now, bitch." You're right. Harp can make it happen.
Yeah.
Harp don't care.
She
want
says
that.
pluck my strings.
Harp don't care. Harp just wants you to pluck her strings. What more does Harp need to say? Is Amy Harp? Is Harp Amy? We'll never know. Jay says, Nesta's nails making scratches in the walls. Payoff not sure, but it's gonna be good. I mean, that's her... Oh, you think there's more of a payoff, Jay? You think there's another thing coming involved? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because I felt like the payoff had happened
I did
in
too.
the book. But what if there's more payoff to be had?
Okay.
I'm not mad about it. BNV, that's all I'm going to say. The cavern is the prison. Such a yummy breadcrumb for Crescent City 3. The setup for Crescent City 3 in this book is immaculate.
Yeah. Yeah. I already loved Silver Flames for Nesta,
Yeah.
but reading Silver Flames, having read Flame and Shadow,
We still have only read Flame and Shadow once. And I don't think we'll ever change
I was going to
that.
say, was it enough? Maybe.
I don't, it's been a couple years. I still need distance.
I know. Same.
I still need distance from
I
it.
still feel burned, but I really want to read Rune and Lydia together again, but I really don't want to read about him shooting her again.
No. But I do want to read him cutting his own hand off or someone biting his hand off because I think that was the best thing that he deserves. And honestly, I think he should have his other hand bitten off. Fuck you, Rune.
Maybe his penis too. But I love
Fuck
Rune.
you, Rune. And I love him. Our light just died. So we're going to be...
I guess it's time to wrap it up.
Nope. We still have time. It's only been how many minutes?
34.
Yeah, we got more.
Okay.
Looks like you're holding back tears.
A little bit. Can I take a sip?
No. Yeah, go ahead. Alrighty. We got more pages. I'm just reading them to you.
Okay.
Your job is to just sit back and look pretty.
Okay.
All right? Are you doing it? No, you're not. No, you're not. Not with that demonic smile. That will haunt me. Okay. Jojas says the solar system that Reese has, which is the same as the Autumn King, and they wrote why. And I want to be like, because he knows? I mean, technically, we don't know why. Like, who told Reese?
It's a theory, right? It's the same way it's a theory for the Autumn King.
Yeah. I always like took it from the Autumn King to be like he was getting it from the lore of their world.
Yeah.
Is there lore in Prithian that we don't know about?
Well,
Which I guess everything.
yeah, a bunch of Fae disappeared 15,000 years ago.
Nailed it. All right. That's fair. That was almost smart.
Me or you?
You. Better watch yourself, girl. I'll hit you. I'll hit you with your genius. A moment in summer says, Nesta hearing the screams of the Fae trying to get back to Prithian from Midgard in the prison. I don't look forward to that.
Yeah.
Scene. I actually really dread that scene. I don't want to read it or talk about it, and yet it's our job, and we're going to.
Why don't you want to read or talk about it? Because it's sad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just reminds me of, I mean, it's refugees trying to get in and that are being stopped from allowed getting in.
Yeah.
And that makes me really sad.
But they're also like burned alive.
That's making me more sad.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
Because I have tequila in my system.
Why? I already was saying that I'm sad and that this is reminding me of refugees, and you're like, oh, well, want to hear about another thing that's going to remind you of other atrocities? No, you sit here and you listen to these breadcrumbs. BB says, I need to know the Moore and Eris story. I absolutely need to know more about the Moore and Eris story.
If we don't get more about the Moore and Eris story in ACOTAR 6,
we revolt.
I will rip apart my book.
No, it depends on what version.
I said my book. I didn't say what book.
You just get a dictionary? Damn, I was like thinking the caterpillar book from elementary school. Like, how dare you caterpillar? I was at a rare book fair. Oh my God, you guys, it was so freaking cool. And there was an original caterpillar book
The Very Hungry Caterpillar
Yeah,
by Eric
signed.
Carlson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like $7,000.
I would have bought it.
With what money?
My wedding money?
That's why with Chime, we're saving.
How do I explain that to my fiance? By the way, babe.
You know those flowers we wanted? They're getting cut in half.
No flowers.
Would you? Okay. There was also that $750
Little Dorrit.
Would you have bought that?
No.
Okay.
I don't like
Interesting.
Charles Dickens.
You know what? That said with the passion, I'm not going to argue. Let's see. What other ones did I see? And I'm going to just stay within the like relatively decent price range. There was the Howl's Moving Castle.
I don't like the first edition cover.
She's picky.
I did a whole ass term paper in one of my last English classes at ASU on the evolution of the book cover of Howl's Moving Castle.
Really?
I did.
Wow. Why isn't that in our Substack journal?
Because it was a document production course. So I had to produce an article-like document talking about documents.
Okay.
It's not
that's
that
fair.
interesting.
That's fair.
But my document was fan-fucking-tastic.
Did you get an A?
Yeah, I did.
Good job.
Did I ever not get an A? Physics.
I was going to say something that was going to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, go ahead.
Were you valedictorian?
That's not about A's and B's.
I'm really sorry. Your hand just...
Somebody's about to get slapped. It's not me.
You said it was okay. You said go ahead.
I thought it was about A's and B's.
I don't know. What was it? Like you got 1 point wrong from valedictorian?
0.0001.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yep. Like they had to go through multiple years of papers to determine which of us was valedictorian.
You know what? He doesn't have a podcast.
She?
You know what? She doesn't have a podcast. I just assumed they were douchey.
No, we were a class of 10 women and 1 man.
Oh. Well, I mean, I just want to say, I didn't assume the valedictorian was a man because it's a man who's smart. I just wanted to hate someone freely and shit on them. So now I feel bad because it's a woman.
Yeah.
Does she suck?
No, she was a nice person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. She deserved it.
You deserve all the A's and none of the B's.
The only B I got was in college for fucking physics.
Was it? Oh, okay. I'm like,
it was only because of the bell curve.
Oh. I'm just thinking about that one damn teacher that we had. I don't like him.
Oh, I had an A.
Well, yeah.
It was the hardest day I ever worked for in my life.
Yeah. Dickwad.
Yeah.
All right. Happy you guys are enjoying our chit chat here. Mara says when Cassian gets proud of her for being friends with Emery. It's so sweet. It's so sweet.
It is.
Victoria, Bryce falling through the sky. I think it's Elain that falls through the sky that you're thinking. Borgin, Nesta leaving claw marks on the stairs as she falls down them. A nod to her being of iron. Clan?
Oh.
Is that what the other one was saying? The other woman?
Like Iron Teeth?
Yeah. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Maybe.
Is that a theory?
I mean, she gets called a witch often.
Shit. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, that changes things.
Interesting.
All right. Another one, Nesta's 8-point star tattoo. Sierra says, in the Court of Nightmares, Cassian thinks, quote, night court colors don't suit Elain. Where will she end up? In the autumn court. Oh, no. Sorry, you're right. In the sun court. Day court? Whatever the name is. Helian's court.
Day court.
Day court. Bailey says the image
Wait.
Yeah.
Enunciate?
Day court?
Yeah, there you go.
Accents are hard. Accents are really hard.
Being from the valley is hard.
It's so hard being a girl in California. The privilege. I recognize it. I'm sorry. The image of Lyanthus and Nesta on the thrones with what ends up being the horn. Elain, obviously, but also the floor of the room with constellations being Midgards. The image of Lyanthus and Nesta on the throne with that ends up being the horn.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad at that moment when I was reading it.
Oh, about Lanthus?
Yeah, because they were like pretty horny. Like
yeah,
he was pretty horny and he was like, but we could be horny and powerful together. And I was like, he makes good points.
Yeah.
I don't see any faults or flaws in his plan.
Neither did Nesta until she was like, but Cassian.
But I could be horny and powerful with that man.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right. Have both.
She could. And SJM wanted that for her, wanted that for us, and never let it happen. Her editor didn't let that happen. Amy says, not that Amy. Time slowing when a great power dies. Time slowing when Nyx is born/dies? Interesting. Jin says, Nesta looking at the wood rose on the mantle besides the figurine of the mother. What does that mean?
The wooden rose.
Yeah.
I think it's referring back to the figurine that is also the figure in Crescent City.
Okay. Another red star call out. I'm excited for when we get to this red star.
Me too.
You're going to be like, oh, right. I forgot about that.
No, you said it's in a secret chapter.
No, but they mentioned the red star.
Oh, they do?
In the book.
Oh.
It's like one line, and then we're going to get to it, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, I guess I forgot.
Okay.
It's going to be really anticlimactic.
Well, because I've only ever listened to the book. This will be the first time I've actually read the book.
Yeah. The casual mention, this one was good. I remember reading this one. This is from Reagan. The casual mention that Gwen's body/bones are more pliant and flexible than the Fae to birth a daddy Azzy baby. Yep. Take that in. Everyone, let's just sit with that. Yeah, that feels right. That's good.
Gwen deserves better?
And yet, isn't Azriel sometimes better in other instances?
No, he's still a piece of shit. I love him, but he's a piece of shit.
But he's also funny. My therapist and I have talked about this.
Doesn't Elain piece of shit belong with Azriel piece of shit?
No, Elain belongs with Lucian. I'm trying to enunciate, guys. I'm sorry. Belongs with him because Lucian was a piece of shit to Farah.
Yeah.
Like, Lucian sucked, and he's actually gone through quite a bit of growth.
Yeah.
And I think that he is, like, kind of paving the way for Elain's growth.
Interesting.
Because it's the same way that, like, Cassian has kind of paved the way of growth for Nesta.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, now I'm seeing the pattern. Roose has paved a way of growth for Farah.
Why do the men have to save the women?
I'm realizing this now. I'm saying it and I'm hurting. The way that Rowan paved the growth for Elain. Hunt didn't do shit, so luckily there's that. Well, no, he helped pave the way for growth. I mean, Hunt didn't. No, he did. Because he was like, I've gone through some shit and now you can learn from it. So all the men are always more experienced and pave the way for growth. And that's why it's going to be Lucian, because
SJM repeats her patterns.
Yeah. But maybe Gwen can be the one to pave the way for growth for Azriel.
He's going to pave the way for her healing.
Yeah. With his dick. Or mouth. Hey, that's okay.
I'm disappointed. I wanted someone to, like, say no to the mate.
I mean, we've talked about this before. I think that that's what Elaine's journey is going to be, is that she's said no to the mate, but that she's going to learn to say yes to the mate.
It still pisses me off.
I don't know. I feel like you can't be in that world and not be with anyone else that's not your mate. Like, it just, like, I think SJM, and I don't mean that in the sense of, like, my own internalized patriarchy, but, like, SJM set up this meaning and power of the mate so much. Like, even Reese's parents were together, and from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's no mention of Reese's dad having mistresses or something.
Right.
You know, like,
but they hated each other.
Yeah, and so, like, they've already showed that sometimes mates don't click, but there was no world where they were ever going to be separate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can Azriel and Gwen not be mates but be together? Can there be a lack of a mating bond?
Yeah. Well, one, SJM said that he has a mate. And it's the same, whoever his mate is has the same birthday as, I can't remember. And no one knows. Or she gave, like, a date. They're like, oh, their birthday's also this. And everyone's like, when's their birthday? So when Gwen was like, I was born blah, blah, blah. We're like, and what month was that? Can you give us the day, please? Are you an Aquarius?
None of this makes sense to me.
Because of my explanation or her?
Her. Like,
Okay.
I don't have the full context.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the interview or whatever it is.
I'll pull it up. Not at this moment, but SJM said that there are plenty of clues as to who his mate is. So he does have one, or who he ends up with. Let me follow up with this, or send us a DM. Thank you.
And all the Gwynreals and Elreals arise and go to war again.
They rise. You know, the thing, though, with that is that it always comes down to they're just, like, shitting on two women.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing where it's like, can't we all agree that Azriel kind of sucks? The necklace he gave to Elain, he then gives to Gwen immediately after because he's all angry about it, knowing that Elaine's probably going to see it.
Yeah. And not taking into consideration Gwen's feelings.
Yeah. And he's the man who saved her from the most traumatic and horrifying experience of her life.
So she's going to apply extra meaning to it.
Yep. And he's been training her as well.
Yep.
In a very nice and kind way.
Yep.
And he's hot, and everyone knows he's the most attractive because they've said that before each time.
Yep.
So
it pisses me off.
It is unfortunate where it's like, why aren't we just mad at him?
Yeah.
Because we give these fake male characters too much leeway. And the moment you do that for the fake male characters is the second you start doing it for the real men. So if you can't hold fake people accountable, what makes you think you're ever going to be able to hold real people accountable?
Damn. Someone's been going to their therapist.
Wow, that was that. Even I felt that one. I hope it looks cool. Because like, make that a clip. Last two, Amber, the harp. That's more like a whole ass loaf of bread. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
I have a loaf of bread somewhere around here. And when Jess says the cat-like creature in the library, let it be Adius.
Ba-ba-ba.
So yeah, we did a podcast in person. Did you like it?
Wow.
Did you like it?
Wow.
Do you want more of this?
Might not have been visually appealing, but it was funny.
If you liked it, give us money so we can rent a place. I don't know what to tell you guys. Our money goes somewhere else. Our money goes to editors. We're not editing this video. Love you, Benter. And the social person. Try not to give names out. I know who is, but I'm trying not to like. And then we also have.
Just stop saying names.
No, never. Yeah. So there's more of this.
More to come.
More to come. Because someone's going to be plucked like a harp. Because they're coming. Because there's more to come. Get it? Yeah. Except not here because we're sharing a room. So, like, keep that shit to yourself.
That's where my mind went. I was like, not tonight.
No, not tonight. We are not that kind of friends.
Nope.
All right.
Time to sign off.
Sign off.
Thank you for listening to Book Talk for Book Talk with Jack and Amy. Join us next week as we dive into chapters 25 through 30 of Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Silver Flames.
If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. It really helps other readers find us. And of course, we'd love to hear what you thought of today's episode. Share your comments through our forum at booktalkforbooktalk.com, and we might feature your feedback in a future mini episode or in a Patreon exclusive episode.
For merch and more ways to support the show, head to booktalkforbooktalk.com. You can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the handle Book Talk for Book Talk. And don't forget to join us as we keep the analysis going by subscribing to our Substack, where we discuss the romantasy and romance genres. Head to the subtextsocietyjournal.substack.com. Bye. You intentionally breathed heavily.
I breathed because you breathed. You breathed, and then I breathed.
Bye. Done.